Yeah, and it's Hayley's incredible journey, which has led to
We've sold them all.
oh, that's an update.
There you go.
Yeah. Basically, it's led to the journey here, which is Hayley's book. Now, Hayley's actually brought 900 copies of a book up with her in the back of a mini metro, and she's come up from London on the M1, 2 wheels like that. So, by purchasing a book here tonight, not only are you guaranteed to get it personally signed by the author, you will also help Hayley's journey back down to London a lot more horizontal. And you'll probably prevent Hayley getting up every Sunday morning for the next 2 years doing car boot sales. So, without further ado, please, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a real-life Bridget Jones. Please put your hands together for Hayley Hill.
Thank you, Richard. Firstly, I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I really appreciate the support, especially on a drizzly Tuesday night. It is Tuesday, isn't it? I nearly didn't get here myself, actually. We've had some extreme weather conditions in London, and following the hurricane-force winds, the widespread floods, and then my twins contracting acute diarrhea, I was starting to wonder if someone up there was trying to sabotage my book launch. But I made it here. And I know a few people in the audience, but I don't know all of you. So for those of you who don't know me or haven't read the book, I'd like to give you a brief background history and explain how It's Got to Be Perfect came about. So back when I was 26, many, many moons ago, the lighting's quite good here tonight, I thought I had my life sorted. I had a good job, I had a nice flat, had a decent car, and I was busy planning my dream wedding. A couple of weeks later, I suddenly found myself single. I began to question all the assumptions that I had made about love and relationships and this happy ever after that we all aspire to. So when I pulled myself together and finished grieving this perfect future that I'd mapped out in my head, complete with open plan kitchen design and children's names, I was ready to date again. A decision that was somewhat thwarted by the fact I couldn't actually find anyone I wanted to date. So I dabbled in the world of online dating, and it was a relatively new world of online dating back then, and I decided that I could do better. In fact, I decided that I owed it to all the lonely hearts in the world to provide a superior service. And that's when I became a matchmaker. Fast forward 6 years, and I had personally interviewed thousands of singles, as accompanied tens of thousands. I'd organised hundreds of singles events, from masquerade balls, white parties, ski trips, villa in Kalkan, Riyadh in Marrakesh. I'd even matched people in Manchester. So after watching love blossom and wither across the globe, what did I learn? Well, I was reassured to learn that it wasn't just me, and that everybody out there, whoever they were and whatever they did, I'd met doctors, barristers, school cleaners, footballers, glamour models, and every one of them was looking for their soulmate. Yet most of them didn't find it as easy and effortless as we had hoped. So I sold the business when I was pregnant with my twin girls, and I suppose the reason I sold it was because I found the answers that I was looking for. That was part of the reason I set up the agency, because I had a lot of questions about love that I wanted answers to. So I think I'd found those answers. And also I was just full of hormones and desperate to free up some time to paint everything in my house pink. But after I had the girls, I had a sense that there was some unfinished business. And I felt that my work was not yet done. And I started writing, and I wrote a book, and then I rewrote the book, and then I rewrote it again. But 3 years later, having rewritten it from scratch 4 times, undertaken 10 major edits, and countless proofreads, I was finally happy with the result. And it took me a while to come up with the title, It's Got to Be Perfect. But I think it was on one of the final drafts when I realised that the premise of the book was the stark contrast between this idealised happy ever after that we're all conditioned to aspire to, and reality. So I'm very happy with the book, and it's had some really good reviews, so I'm really pleased. I really hope you read it, and as I said before, I know it's a big commitment to read a book these days, so I do hope you take the time to read it, and I really hope you enjoy it. if you do enjoy it, then I'd be so grateful if you could leave a review on Amazon, because I don't have the backing of a big publishing house, and it's really hard to get visible. If you don't have a budget for £50,000 for Book of the Week with W.H. Smiths, or the budget for the window display in Waterstones, it's impossible to get visible to anyone who doesn't directly know you. So reviews help on Amazon because they help you work your way up the popularity rankings, and if you buy the book on Amazon, it helps because you work your way up the sales rankings. So yeah, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a review. Or alternatively, just take the book everywhere you go, laughing loudly while repeatedly pointing at it. If you don't enjoy the book, then there's a high probability you've accidentally purchased the wrong one. So to avoid such a calamity, I suggest you buy it tonight, where I'm offering two signed copies for £10. So if you want one, then and one for a Christmas gift for someone else, that would be ideal. And also, if you want to buy it on Amazon, you get an even better deal. So I know some of you have already bought it on Amazon. Just show me the confirmation, and you'll get an extra copy free that's signed. So if you can figure out how to do it on your phone, then I'll extend that offer to the event tonight as well. And so afterwards, we're just going to be doing signings through there. So that concludes the sales pitch. And now I'm going to hand you over to India Kang, who is going to be explaining how to capture the heart of Mr. Right. Yes. Well, no, not yet. Advice that I could have done with a few years ago. I'm not sure that advice is transferable for capturing the heart of Mrs. Right. Or should that be Miss Right? Mrs. Right implies she's already married to Mr. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to condone that behaviour.
No.
Okay, and quickly before I'd like to thank Humble Grape for the fantastic wine and chocolate pairing tonight, and Richard for all your help. You've been an absolute star.